Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining another episode of Try New Things, where today I am hoping things don't go completely according to plan. Stay tuned to the end to find out. Let's get started. So our first unplanned stop of the day was here at the bank to get some cash out of the bank machine. Off to stop number 2. Here we are rolling up on unplanned stop number 2, Rocket Storage. Where today, or first thing this morning at least, we're going to try to see if I can get the truck started. If it can, it'll play a pivotal part potentially this afternoon. But I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't, because I haven't started it in about 3 weeks and it's only 18 degrees Fahrenheit this morning, and it doesn't like not being started often, and it really doesn't like the cold. But let's see if it'll start. To life. I'm very surprised it started this morning. I really am. But if it'll start this morning, hopefully it'll start this afternoon. So now that we got it running, I'll definitely let it warm up. That'll increase my chances to keep it going this afternoon. But I'm going to have to clean out the back of the truck and get some tools out of there, because what I really need the truck for today is the bed space. I don't think my little trailer is going to be big enough. If you've never had the opportunity to visit Newcastle, Kentucky, I'm going to show you most of it in about the next 30 seconds. And there you have it, Newcastle, Kentucky. So here we are, we made it back out on the farm on a very chilly January morning. It's about 20 degrees. Fortunately, no wind whatsoever. It's very nice. The birds are chirping. Don't see any other wildlife as of yet, but wanted to take a moment and explain why I moved from cleaning up near the entrance of the property to really focusing on the back of the property. Now, I know no one wants to see any more brush clearing video. Trust me, I've almost had my fill of brush cleaning anyway, but there's a reason why I'm continuing to do that at the back of the property. And that reason is drainage. So when I go to put in the new driveway and the new workshop, I'm going to have two drainage challenges. First one is here at the back or side of the workshop. So hopefully you can see the orange stakes. Those are the two side corners of what's going to be the workshop. And then if you look here to the left of the fence, that lot drains downhill across the property all the way down to the creek. And so essentially the workshop will act as a dam, damming up the drainage from the adjacent lot in this part of the property. So the plan is about 6 feet from the fence line to dig a 2-foot deep trench and then swale the ground from both the left and the right, making that the new drainage point. Because I have to drain all the way from here at this utility pole to the back of the property, and that's going to require me going over a high point and then start transitioning back down before I make the turn down the back fence line. So let's go to the back corner now and I'll show you what I mean. Along the way, this is the high point right here. So the grade comes up and then it starts to transition down over this hump. So this will be the deepest part of the ditch. But first I have two stumps I have to get ground out before I can dig that out any further. The plan is to keep that ditch going, again about 6 feet from the fence, down here past my temporary wood pile, and then start transitioning into a 45-degree angle towards the back fence. Now you guessed it, that path takes me through my landfill. So I'm definitely not going to be able to avoid that much longer cleaning that up. And if it turns out, by some miracle, that that's actually a sinkhole, it's going to mean I have a lot more trash to dig out than I think. But the good news is that may be the end of my ditch. I'm assuming it isn't a sinkhole, and so we will then transition another 45 down the back fence line. This is what I was out here cleaning out yesterday, is this fence line. So then the drainage ditch would continue down this way about 50 feet, and that would get me to the main slope and be able to drain all that water away from the workshop. Now again, I promised that I wouldn't show any more tree clearing or brush clearing. You can see I've created yet another monster of a brush pile. But my father did call me out in one of my previous videos for running a chainsaw without any protective equipment. So one quick clip to show them that I'm started. But Dad, the safety chaps are on their way. They'll be here by next weekend. So the other drainage challenge is here. So you can see from the green flags where I'm proposing the driveway is going to go. And as soon as I build that up, everything from that corner and that fence line drains down to here. And when I build the driveway out, it's going to dam up everything that's draining across this part of the property. So right about here, and I don't know where I'm pointing because I'm using a GoPro, but right about there, I'm going to have to either install a culvert or some sort of catch basin and drainage pipe. And I'm leaning towards catch basin. but the intent would be to put it right about here and then run the pipe underneath the driveway and down across this little fence line until it reaches the slope and drains down the hill. But those are my two drainage challenges that I'm looking to tackle as soon as the building is built and the driveway is in. And it's the reason why I've moved to the back of the property with the site clearing efforts. So between now and the time that I have to leave early to go take care of that other thing we started this morning, I think I'm going to do some more tree clearing, but I'm going to spare you from that, and I'll see you on the other side when I reveal the big surprise of why my plans changed today. We'll see you in a bit. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. So here we are back out at the storage unit. It's about 4.5 hours later, and just got done putting about 8 gallons of fuel in the old Dodge, so that should do me for about 10 miles or so. But the reason we're out here today is last night Kim and Madison on Facebook Marketplace found an ad where a local museum was selling 2 antique doors, 2 120-year-old doors for $100. And they've been painted. They do have some modern hardware on them, but my intent is to strip them down, refinish them, take it down to the bare wood, probably replace the hardware, and somehow integrate those doors into our build out at the workshop. So that'll be about 3 months from now once the workshop's built, but this is a once and only opportunity to get these doors. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to go pick them up now, and I'll bring them back to the storage unit, and they'll stay there until it's time to finish them up at the new workshop. So come along for the ride. Let's go get those doors, see what they look like. Well, here they are. They are very tall doors and very solid and very heavy. So pretty excited. I think they're in great shape. We'll get them back to the shop, get them stripped down, refinished, and hopefully they'll become the doors into the woodworking shop.